All right, we are at day 4 reInvent on the floor of the Expo Hall. I'm joined by Ken Nalbone from Indiana, a fellow Hoosier.
That's right, yeah.
I'm super excited about that, finding other Hoosiers here on the floor with us. Actually, give us a quick introduction, where you at, what you do.
Hey, Ken Nalbone, as was mentioned, I live in the Indianapolis area. I am an engineer at a reseller and consultancy called Ahead.
Awesome.
We do a lot of stuff. We do a lot of cloud, we do a lot of data center, we do a lot of security, you name it.
Nice.
And I'm a part of the modern data center practice, which means I help customers who are looking to get into a more hybrid and modern environment.
All right, so speaking of practices, what announcement or thing are you been most excited about so far this week?
I thought there were a number of cool things. So like I mentioned, I work with a lot of enterprise customers, right? And so I think there was a highlight where Adam, CEO, said 5 to 15% of IT spend overall is on the cloud.
Yeah.
And AWS's view of that is that there's a tremendous amount of opportunity for them to seize. Another way to interpret that would be that a lot of enterprises haven't been migrating everything to the cloud because maybe didn't feel it was a good fit for some of their more traditional workloads that are a little bit harder to refactor for the cloud. So I'm always watching for what's the enterprise announcement that all of my customers with a lot of technical debt, without the time and resources to easily move it into the cloud, can leverage. There were a couple on there. There's the mainframe one, right? Who hasn't worked with a customer who still has a mainframe somewhere? And being able to migrate that application to the cloud is huge. The WAN, what is it called? Private WAN?
Cloud WAN.
Cloud WAN. I think that's actually going to be really big. I'm not a networking expert though, but I'll just talk to my buddies at work and see what they thought of that. But for me personally, I thought it was the announcement of the NetApp FSx ONTAP availability for VMware Cloud as a storage device, as a data store. Because I work with a lot of customers, they find VMware Cloud as a great way to get their intro into AWS.
Well, it's nice to stay in comfortable tools that you're already familiar with.
It is, I mean, at least as a way station, right? Hey, we need to move in there quick, we don't have time to refactor, but we can re-platform quickly with this. But the thing about that platform is scale is kind of an issue, right? You have to scale compute and storage at the same time. That doesn't always make sense. That's not very cloud-like. But now having somewhat of a disaggregation of that is going to be huge for a lot of the people that I work with.
All right, well, we're about ready to go home from this great event. What are you hoping to take with you? I mean, other than, you actually, it's pretty open. You can say whatever you don't want to take home, or do want to take home.
I hope to be more confident. I mean, I think any technologist who has worked in the field long enough has experienced, the Dunning-Kruger effect, where early in their career they're overconfident in their skills. And the more they learn, the more they realize they don't know, and so they're way underconfident, compared to where their skills are actually at. And over time, the two seem to meet. I'm definitely in that. I'm very less confident. The more that I learn about AWS in the cloud, the more I realize I don't know. And I hope my confidence is just a little bit higher. I take home a little bit more confidence to talk about the things that I've learned here this week. When I return to good old Indiana.
Right, I appreciated that during Werner's keynote this morning, talking about the simple machines.
Yes.
And I feel like the simple machines are so much easier for all of us to piece into bigger solutions, which is nice. Awesome. Thanks, Ken, for being with us.
Hey, thanks very much.
And hopefully I'll see you back in Indiana.
Yeah, maybe we'll be on the same flight.
Maybe. It could be.
It could be.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thanks, man.